Hey y'all, this is Mama V or Vicky out here on YouTube coming at you with my week 2 post-op VSG update. So, let's just get into it. Today is Tuesday, March 28th, 2017, and I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery with Dr. Grover at Gundersen Health System in La Crosse, Wisconsin on Monday, March 13th, 2017. Day of surgery, I weighed in at 366, and today when I stepped on the scale, I was 344.2. So that is just about 22 pounds down since surgery. My starting weight last summer when I started the program was 395, so that is just over 50 pounds total down. So yeah, that's where I am with things, and I thought that things are going pretty well overall, really, when you look at the grand scheme of things. I am not having any issue with drinking anything for the liquid diet at all. I'm getting my water in, I'm getting my protein in, no issues with nausea, pain, nothing. All my incisions are pretty well healed, except for one. One's being a little bit of a stickler, but I think it'll be fine. I'm just using peroxide a couple times a day to make sure that it's staying clean and everything else. Let's see. So, some little NSVs that I've had. Let's see. In my husband's truck that he has, we have a Yukon for when we're traveling around as a family. And the seat belts, especially on the passenger side, and I don't know why this is, but passenger side seat belts for me have always been kind of an issue. They're super snug and whatnot. In the truck, when we got it, I actually had to purchase a custom seatbelt extender in order to be comfortable and not feel like I was cinched in where I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, etc. Well, I no longer need the seatbelt extender at all, and I actually have extra room to spare with that. So that's a really, really nice thing on like a normal thing in the seatbelt. And my rings are loose on my fingers. Not loose enough to where they're falling off, but they're turning around on their own, kind of thing. Some of my clothes are definitely looser. This last weekend, my son and I were at the store and we're walking through, and I'm like, oh my goodness, my pants are falling down. And I had to hold them up so that I wouldn't have a embarrassing moment in the middle of the store. But so I can see those kinds of things, but I feel like I should be able to see the actual changes, like when I look in the mirror or whatever. And I don't see me looking any different than I did a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't see any difference. So I'm thankful for the other things that I can look at. I'm thankful that the scale is moving. Every time that the scale shows a smaller number, of course, that's a automatic kind of win situation. And I'm glad that I am experiencing some of these non-scale victory things, but I wish that I could visualize it. And so that's what I'm kind of wrapping my head around. This is my last week being off. Next week, Tuesday, I should be back at work full time. So I'm trying to kind of enjoy my last week of, I'm going to call it freedom from the stress of work and everything else. Um, the other thing that I want to talk about is, let's see, well, eating. I am so over this liquid part of this diet. Every night I make my family their dinner and stuff, and there's always enough. The way that I cook, there's always enough that my husband takes leftovers for the next day for his lunch and stuff like that. Um, and with me not eating, there's typically then enough that he could take leftovers for 2 days. So I'm kind of having to adjust a little bit how I'm cooking here for the last couple weeks so that there isn't quite so much left over. But at the same time, so I'm cooking stuff for them. Like I made fish and I made steak and I made spaghetti and we did Rubens and it just, I am so looking forward to being able to eat. Monday when I go in for my 3-week checkup, I should be cleared to go on to soft foods, which I am so looking forward to being able to make an omelet. Oh man, that's what I'm planning in my head, that's going to be my dinner for Monday night when I can have a meal. Otherwise, right now, my evening meals are tomato soup so that I can sit down and have a bowl of something while my family is eating. So that I'm not just sitting there drinking my little protein and feeling completely left out of things. I also just, my daughter will be graduating college here in a couple weeks, which that's blowing my mind. And we have planned to go out for family dinner afterward to this very nice restaurant and stuff. And I have a little card that will allow me to, well, request for them to allow me to order like off the kids menu or something like that so that I don't have to have a full entree. But at the same time, I don't I don't know if I'm even going to be able to do that from what I kind of hear and what people post about what they can eat and stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I mean that day's going to be all about her anyway and her accomplishment. I'm extremely proud of her. She's worked very hard. And I'm excited to see where this next phase of her life is going to take her. Um, Sad to see her kind of move into it as well, because I know that means that she's probably moving out from our little nest, and I'm not ready to let my little girl go. There, I said it. But at the same time, I want her to spread her wings and go fly and live and be experience life as a young person. So the other thing, let's see, with this diet, you don't have much fiber coming into you, and even though I'm staying really well hydrated, you know what, constipation is a big deal. And I haven't gotten to the point where I absolutely can't go. But I tell you what, you can feel it, and it's a different feeling. You like feel really, really full. And you just, when things aren't moving, you just kind of know it. So I'm going to say milk of magnesia. I've used it twice now in the last couple weeks. And it definitely helps. But I'm looking forward to being able to get some actual fiber in me with, foods and things like that so that I can not have to rely on that outside mechanism to not be uncomfortable and everything else. Let's see. The other thing I want to talk about is human physical contact. My husband is extremely supportive of me in this whole journey that I'm doing. However, he, while he tells me every day that he loves me, and he kisses me when he leaves to go to work in the morning and kisses me when he comes home at night and everything else, he is extremely standoffish about physical contact with me. And I kind of tried to address it with him this morning. I'm like, it's okay. You can touch me, I'm not going to break, kind of thing. And his response was that he is so scared that if he touches me wrong, that he's going to hurt me. And he doesn't want to do that. So I was telling him, I'm like, you can come sit by me. You can like hold my hand. You can put your arm around me. We aren't supposed to be having like sex or anything else yet for another week or so. Which I kind of think we should push that a little bit. But because I feel fine and everything is healing really well. But I don't want him to feel like he can't be next to me. I told him that he's kind of killing me with that, because you want your husband to cuddle up with you and stuff, and he's so worried about hurting me. And I'm just like, okay, we got to get over this. So I'm hoping that will kind of, not kind of, I want that to get better here. And yeah, so if anyone has any tips on how I can try to make him feel better with that, I don't know. And how do I not put that in my head and internalize that? Because my reasons for doing the surgery are all about getting healthy and being able to be out here doing stuff, but I don't want to compromise my relationship either. I want a healthy relationship. I want a physical relationship. So that's my struggle here this week. So yeah. Otherwise, things are going good. I am just really trying to take in the last few days here that I have without having to be an adult with adult responsibilities. I'm taking the time to kind of do some spring cleaning in my house and take care of that stuff. And today the sunshine is out, so I'm looking forward to going for a walk later. And so, yeah, that's where I am. I hope everything is going good with each and every one of you. If you're new to my channel and you've made it this far, thanks so much for hanging in there. And if you want to subscribe and keep track of what's going on with me, just hit that little subscribe button down below. If you've come back and you have been subscribed to me for a while, thank you so much. I so appreciate this whole community. We all have our own unique struggles and our own unique situations, but the anticipation, my cat saying good morning, she's getting really spoiled having me home. She's gonna be lost next week when I'm back at work. But yeah, thanks so much, all of you, for all the kind words and then the check-ins and everything else. It's so appreciated. But I'm going to go ahead and get on with this day. Hope y'all are doing well. Check in soon. Bye.